delicious, hearty vegan chowder using cauliflower, potatoes, and corn. Cauliflower is such a wonderful, highly nutritional vegetable, and I try to use it as often as I can in my meals. It has just tons of nutritional value, including dietary fiber. It's a rich source of dietary fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, B6, and even protein, just to name a few. And did you know that cauliflower, 1 cup of cauliflower only has 25 calories? So it's an incredible in-between meals type of snack when you just need something to tie you over until the next meal. So let's go over the ingredients we're going to use today. We have minced garlic, ginger, and fresh chili pepper. It's about 3 large cloves of garlic, about a tablespoon or so of minced ginger, and red jalapeno pepper. We have 2 cups of cauliflower florets, 3 cups of Yukon yellow potatoes, 2 cups of corn kernels, which I took off of a couple of ears of fresh corn. It happens to be in season right now. We have some onion, 1 whole onion, some herbs, and I'm choosing to use fresh cilantro and parsley today. You can basically use whatever herbs you prefer. I will also add some dry herbs, which are home dried as well. And then we have our spices and our liquid. For spices, I'm going to use a smoked paprika in order to get that nice smoky flavor that's customary to a chowder. The smoked paprika will add that smoky taste to it. And then just the salt and black pepper. And for liquid, we're going to use coconut milk. This is 3 cups of coconut milk, and I'm going to use 4 cups of water, although you can substitute broth, vegetable broth, for water. So let's get cooking. So I have my stove fired up on medium heat, and a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Warm it up slightly before adding the ginger, garlic, and onion. It's beginning to sizzle, so we know our oil is hot enough. Garlic, and this is probably a little bit too much ginger. I'm not going to use all of it. I'll use about a tablespoon of it. This was about a tablespoon and a half. An onion. It all up, and then I'm going to actually cover it and just stir it every minute or so and cook it for about 5 minutes until this all becomes translucent. And after that, we will add the corn and potatoes. So it's all mixed. We're going to cover it and let it cook. Our onion, garlic, ginger has been cooking for about 5 minutes, and it's just lightly beginning to brown. I'm going to add the potatoes and corn now. Mix it all up, cook it for not more than 3 or 4 minutes. After that, we're going to add our liquids and then cover it and cook it for 15 minutes. Corn and potatoes have been cooking for 4 minutes, and now it's time to add our liquids. The 3 cups of coconut milk, and 4 cups of water. And as I mentioned earlier, you can use a vegetable broth in place of water. And all I'm going to do now is mix it up and cover it and let it simmer on medium heat for 15 minutes. This is about half of the contents of the pot. And just to recap, after we added our liquids, you bring it to a boil initially, and then reduce the heat to simmer, cover, and then let it simmer for 15 minutes. Otherwise, the potatoes won't get done. They won't get to the softness that you need to have them before blending them. So we're going to put this on for just maybe 30 seconds or less, just to get a creamy texture. That was probably only about 15 seconds. Doesn't take long. And then we're going to pour it back into the pot that's continuing to be cooking on low heat. Here's our chowder cooking away. I'm going to add the blended portion carefully. And it's really nice and creamy. The yellow flesh potatoes are so much nicer to use in a chowder. They're more buttery and have a sweeter taste. Now you see how the consistency is creamier with some of the chunky chowdery texture, which is going to soften because we're going to add the remaining ingredients, and then it's going to cook for another 20 to 25 minutes. So let's add the rest of it. We have our chili peppers here. Cauliflower. I'm going to add the dry herbs first and the fresh ones a little bit later. And the spices. So initially I will add 2 teaspoons of salt, sea salt. And you can always adjust it afterwards if you need a little more. And some black pepper. And half a teaspoon of the smoked paprika that we were talking about. This will give it a nice orangey color as well as that smoky flavor. that. It's getting that nice color. Now we're going to cover it, put it on simmer, low to in between low and medium, and let it cook 20 to 25 minutes until the cauliflower has softened and everything has a nice consistency. Here we have it, our finished product. Let's have a taste. Totally delicious. Has a silky smooth consistency, has some kick. It's zesty, creamy, and it's vegan.